Mujama from Harmonize and Nendi there Usina. Unajua kila siku saa zingine zaidi ya watu nje huko wanazuba sasa hivi tuko nafanya nini siku ya leo hivi. Vile nakwambia ni mchanganyiko tu. Kila siku tunawachanganyisa tuna style wote tu mwenye tunaweza kuwaletea hapo kwenye screen nyumbani kwenye kwa kokote ulipo tunawakuletea hiyo kwenye nyumbani entertainment kutoka kila siku ya Monday hadi siku ya Jumaa tunawaletea. Kwa jina naitwa MC Saj and of course the only guy that speaks in capital letter. Ule ambaye anazungumza kwa ile kwenye capital letter. Unajua kusema ati huyo mwenye capital letter nadhani labda ukuwe mtu mwenye zaidi ya watu wanauliza sababu gani huyo mjamaa anasema anafanyisa ile slogan, anafanyisa slogan ya capital. Maana yake mimi mwenyewe B najiita B. Ukisema nduru vile najiita nini, najiita nduru. Hapo you most welcome for the for the Monday edition. I believe that I know out there so many of you are wondering that why is it that today we played much of bongo music. And of course, we are trying to bring it down, breaking it down. When it comes to music, we have seen a lot of musicians, and more especially, back then, bongo used to be one of the most trending songs in East Africa. And of course, one way or the other, we all know the artists who started all these things. We have a couple of guys, the rights of Firuz, Juma Nature, mentioned by the few, the rights of Naziz. There are very many, who brought that into the light of this bongo music. And of course, today, talking about that, each and every single time, we always make sure that we give you the best of the weekend every Monday. A lot of things happen, this very weekend. A lot of things happen, and of course, today happens to be that day that we are also celebrating it. And of course, during the weekend, we had a lot of things. Yeah, the Afro branch took place. We have my brother, that is King Saha, was in Soroti. And of course, the love that was shown in Soroti, gave him the privileges himself, like, he said it to himself that, if this is the love that people gives to us, like for me, I feel like coming back again. And of course, it's all about good content. People always love good content, and I've seen a couple of guys. There's so many concerts that are taking place in Soroti. Last month we had one concert that also went down in that same place, and this time around, brother, that is King Saha, gracing, that is Soroti. I believe Soroti, when you look at Soroti, when it comes to entertainment, these are the guys who have planted their seeds in entertainment. More so when you're going to Striker Village. Striker Village is like the whole village for a single person. Where are you going to find bars? You're going to find a guest house. You will find all sorts of things in that very particular place called Striker Village. In Striker Village, when you want to go and party, there's also club there. There are guest houses. There are a lot of things. That is when you get to Soroti. That's all I can tell you about Soroti. But of course, coming back here, like I did say that a lot of events, happened during the weekend. Most especially, one of the biggest events in West Nile right now as we speak is the Afro branch. Yeah? When you talk about Afro branch, trust me, when somebody talking about Afro branch, a lot happens, in Afro branch. Most especially, it's all about partying. Yeah? It's all about partying. But of course, one of the biggest legendary artists, that is my brother from another mother. Yeah? Yumbe straight out. Yumbe sold out. One of the biggest guy, that is Dogman. He was there. I love the fact that this time around, the organizers of Afro Branch, they decided to twist it a bit. We have been seeing a lot of things, but I wish that they continue like this. Get an artist to feature those central artists that you always feel like you should bring in them. Like you bring them also, to come and feature in that. I love the fact that Dogman also didn't disappoint. He gave it to the fan. And our wife, that is Cindy, the king herself, she also did her part. We all know her. When it comes to stage performance, she always gives the best. She doesn't hide anything when it comes to stage performances. Cindy is one of the most when it comes to staging itself. And away from that, a lot happened. A lot happened. For us, some of the people, you go there, when you go partying, you expect a lot of things. And of course, like I did say that a lot of things happens. But what I am going to tell you right now, it's going to surprise you and shock you. And of course, so many of you have no clue about this. But I'm going to tell you what exactly happened at Afro Branch. For some, we have so many people who went there. The ladies, when you look at the kind of the dressing code alone, it shows that we are really getting somewhere there when it comes to entertainment. I love the fact that ladies, their dressing code was on point. Yeah, most of the, let me say 80% of the ladies that went around there, they got every single thing. And the party, party without ladies, I don't know what name you will give it, party without the ladies there. And of course, that thing that happened that people are still wondering, and some of the people have not even gotten any clue about it. I'm going to give it to you in the second hour of the show when we bounce back. But of course, today, we're going to be playing you bongo music. And at a later time, we're going to be having at least an artist. We shall be profiling, one of the bongo artists. Let me say one of those bongo flavor artists. The guys who started this bongo flavor, the hip hop guys. At least we're going to have one of the artists that is in the name of Professor J. We're going to be profiling him, giving we shall be giving the profiling him generally. That is in the second hour of the show. Sergeant MC still remains my name. Continue watching West Night TV. And I believe that if you have your phone and you don't have a screen right now, maybe the power went off. You never know. It rained just now. Maybe the power went off and you still have your phone. You can as well subscribe to West Night TV YouTube channel, and you catch us live on your phone. And at the same time, if you have CHUKU Satellite, you can as well tune in. And that is CHUKU Satellite in channel 3373, and Azam TV, you can as well catch up with us on channel 369. Then Star Times, you can as well tap there at channel 477. Sergeant MC still remains my name. Let's go for the music break. But this time around, we are twisting it the other way around. Kenya, Tanzania, Shemsha Bongo. And this is a song, when he did this song, by then he used to call himself Nigga J. Back then he also called himself Nigga J. And this is the guy who did a lot of things in the music industry. And later, only 1 year later, and then they won the title, the title of the best, the best hip hop, hip hop group in Tanzania. So back then, that is in the year 1989. When he just started singing. So he went on with his life, and this is the guy who he went on with his life. We all know that his first album was Machozi, and of course Machozi, that was the first album of which Professor J won several awards, attained other awards such as the best hip hop album in Tanzania with his second album. That is Mapenduzi Halisi. And then he didn't stop from there. This is the guy who did not stop from there. Generally, he was one of the guys who loved so much politics. And in the year 2015, he decided, to join politics in the year 2015, of which 2015 till 20, of which he was not re-elected back. He was not re-elected back. And his personal life, this is the guy who came from a family, who came from young brothers. The family was full of, he comes from a young brothers family. That is after being elected, that is as the MP, the member of parliament, in the year 2015. And talking about his albums, this guy started singing way back, that is in 1989. And his first album was in the year 2000, that is, and one. And the album name is called Machozi. Machozi Jasho na Damu. Machozi ni Jasho na Damu. That was his first album in the year 2015. in the year 2001. Then 2003, he also ended, he continued. In 2003, that is, he had another album that is in the name of Mapinduzi Halisi. That is in 2003. Then in 2006, he continued. And of course, he continued with the album that is Joseph in 2006. Then in 2007, Aluta, he had also another one. Aluta, he had another album in 2007 in the name of Aluta, that is Continua. Continua, that is in 2007. Then in 2014, he dropped also another album that is Isaac, Isaac, that is Isaac, Magesho. Isaac Magesho, that is in the year 2014. And then in the year 2016, that when he was already elected as the member of parliament, he also did drop another album when he was serving, his people as member of parliament. He dropped another album that is Kazi. I believe that Kazi, it's politics kind of. He drops it. Most of the songs that featured there, it was only talking about the politics. And then this is the guy who also continued with a lot of things in the music industry. In the year 2004, in the year 2004, this is the guy who won an award. That is who won Tanzania Music Awards in the year that is the best hip hop album, Mapinduzi. He won in 2000. That is 2004. Then in the year 2006, again Tanzania Music Award. He also won the best song was also Nikusaidiaje. He won the best song of the year. That is Nikusaidiaje. That is in the year 2006. Then in the year 2006 again, that is Kisima Music Award, the best Tanzania song. That is Nikusaidiaje also won, featured in that. Then again in 2007, this is still Kisima Music Award that he won the best, the best, Kisima Award, the best Ugandan song. That is a Sivo Ndivyo with the Dr. Jose Chameleon. He also did won that. And of course, in the year 2007, again, Pearl of Africa Music Award. That is a PAM Award. He also won the best male artist in Tanzania. That is in the year 2007. Then, in the year 2009, Tanzania Music Award, the best songwriter. We believe that he does also songwriting. He writes songs. This is the guy. This all I can tell you briefly about my brother, that is Professor J. Because of time, I'm going to stop there. But of course, we all know that Professor J, like I did say it earlier on, is battling, is sick as we speak right now. And of course, let's continue. Let's pray for him, just as we did pray for Dr. Jose Chameleon. And of course, Dr. Jose Chameleon is planning also, of course, they are planning to have a song with the Professor J. So let's continue praying for Professor J to have a good health. We always say that we pray, but God does the healings. So for God, me, I will also say my prayer for me. I will say, may God help him and heal him, because he's one of the legendary guys. Without him, the music will be having some loopholes when it comes to bongo music. Saji MC still remains my name, and of course, I thank you so much for watching West Night TV right from the beginning up to now. It has been a bongo flavor time where we had bongo played right from the beginning up to the end. And as I'll be signing out, I'll be leaving you with one song of one of the song of Professor J as you enjoy the beginning.